So you said what kind of helped us get the sweeps this weekend?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I think everyone has put some stress on themselves, not too much, but I think it's kind of well known in the locker room that that's a really important thing to do. When you're trying to win a Big Ten championship and trying to win a national title, like you got to pretty much win four in a row or three in a row. So that's kind of something we put stress on ourselves to do, and really kind of focused in on that. And so we kind of came as prepared as we could for the second night as we did it the first night, and got the job done. So yeah, it was a good weekend.
Thank you.
Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, hey Matty. Just kind of looking at the games this past weekend. When Penn State scored in the first game, you guys responded with a goal like a minute and a half after, and then the second game, both of their goals were followed by you guys scoring within a few minutes. I'm just wondering if that's something you guys are focusing on and being aggressive and responding when your opponents score.
Yeah, I think you always want to score as fast as possible. When the other team scores, they get a little bit of momentum from it. I think that kind of came from we've been really working on being positive on the bench, being just kind of uplifting, not getting too angry, kind of being even keel when you're on the bench. So I think we did a really good job this weekend with it. They scored a goal. I think I might have been on the bench for one of them, and all I heard was like positive thoughts, like we got this, don't worry about it, we'll get them back. So that was really good, and then I think that just kind of contributed to us bouncing back really quickly and not getting too overwhelmed about them scoring, or not getting too happy when we scored. We were pretty focused on just winning the game.
Ryan, go ahead.
Hey, Matty. Just wondering, it's been a pretty interesting sort of calendar year for you. You have the World Championship. You get drafted very high into the NHL. You have a teammate in Owen Power who went through a lot of the same things. Just curious about sort of your friendship with Owen and having somebody on your team who's going through a lot of the same things you are, sort of career-wise.
Yeah, I can't say enough about him. He's an awesome guy. We're pretty close. I think beside him being, just a really nice guy, very humble, a lot of fun, pretty funny too. He works really hard on and off the ice, which is great to have around. He doesn't really care what happened in the past. He's number one overall pick, but you see him around the rink, he works as hard, if not harder, than every other guy. And he pushes everyone every day, and that's a guy every team wants and needs. So there's not enough good things I could say. I could say good things all day about him. So it's awesome that we have him here another year. So that's great.
Thank you.
John, go ahead.
Thanks, Christy. Thanks, Matty. A couple of questions for you, if that's okay. First, with Kent Johnson and playing with him on a line for a second straight year, how do you think you have both evolved in that year since last season?
Yeah, I think we're doing really well right now. I think we both got better as with individual skill, shooting, skating, scoring, things like that. And now we took a summer, got better at that stuff, and kind of brought it together. And I think we're doing really well. We kind of started to find a lot more chemistry these last couple 4 or 5 games together, moving the puck quick and playing off each other. And obviously it's going to take some time, but I think we're kind of moving in the right direction and playing really well right now. So it's a lot of fun. That's all I can say.
And then with Truscott and Hughes playing together, what is that defensive pairing like, and how do you see both of them just being such unique players together in a pairing?
Yeah, they're both awesome players. They both can bring some offensive flash. I think Hughesy loves to show it a little bit more. He's got really tight edges and moves the puck well, but Truss also sees the ice really well, and he's really good at defending. He's got a crazy hard shot, so really good one-timer. So I think they complement each other very well, and they've been really good for us. So hopefully they can keep it going.
Thanks, Matty.
Thank you.
Connor?
Yeah, so you just touched on, playing with Kent Johnson, and this weekend we saw Brendan Brisson play on your wing as well. What's it like having so many offensive weapons on the ice with you?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you got Kent and Brendan. I mean, Briz has a crazy shot. He can shoot from pretty much anywhere and score goals. And KJ sees the ice. I mean, so does Briz. Briz sees the ice really well also. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to play with guys like that because they get open well. Then you don't really have to ever call for pucks because they know you're there. They'll just pass it to you. And, those guys don't get enough credit too. They work really hard in the corners. They win battles. They back check, forecheck. So they kind of do it all. It's not just one trick pony where you're just offensive. Like, I think we're going to be really good together.
Yeah, and as a follow-up, so obviously a line like that, a lot of teams are going to pay attention to you. How do you find open ice and really just avoid teams that are probably going to key on you the whole game?
I mean, yeah, I don't think any team can. I mean, any line will be able to. Just the way I think. Like, I think if we move the puck quick, we work hard, we play an unselfish game. I don't think there any line that can. It's tough to stay with lines that do that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying no one can shut us down, but I think it'd be really difficult. And I think that's pretty much for any line on our team. If we play the right way, we play unselfish hockey, we get shots to the net. It's tough to shut down a line that's playing hard, playing unselfish, and getting pucks to the net. So I think if we keep it simple, and then once we do that for a little bit and let our skill take over in the offensive zone, we'll be really deadly.
Right, thanks, appreciate you.
Ryan?
Yeah, so Coach Pearson was saying today that, early on the season when the puck wasn't going in for you, you're, obviously putting a lot of pressure on yourself, and he shared an article with you about Mitch Marner in Toronto and this, the struggles he went through early on and how he kind of broke through. Obviously, you're on a pretty good run now offensively. I was wondering if you could just kind of elaborate on, what you learned in that article and maybe what was different for you in the past few games.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it was good seeing him talk about that. And I remember reading that article and, just kind of talked about his struggles and team. And then the next night he had some unbelievable goal, but which was kind of funny. And but no, I think for me, the puck just wasn't going in the net. Everyone has it. I think personally, I'm not as much of a guy who focuses on the outside pressures as much as just, my personal expectations. I want to be a guy to help the team. I want to be a go-to guy to score goals and make plays. I wasn't doing my part. And so, I was probably being a little too hard on myself. I think seeing that, and then also talking to my parents, I think I kind of just took a step back and kind of just had some fun playing hockey. Not worried about anything else. That was kind of my thing. That was kind of my change in thought, I guess. Just go out there and have fun and not really worry about anything else. And the last couple of games have been a lot of fun. But I think that mindset, whether I score, whether I don't score, whatever happens in the game, I think just thinking about having fun, like you're playing Pee Wee hockey. I think that's helped me a lot.
Nice. And just real quick, wondering if you've had any chances to watch the Kraken play on TV yet this season.
Yeah, I have. I've watched them. My roommates and I will usually sit down and watch games on TV a lot. So we've watched them a good amount, and then it's pretty cool to see how they're doing. Haven't had the best start, but it's a long season. So,
indeed, thank you,
John.
Thanks, Christy and Matty. One follow up on Ryan's question earlier. What do you think, just as a sophomore who's already wearing an A, what did you learn about yourself as a leader through those experiences that you alluded to there?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just kind of a guy who, I think I lead by example a lot of the time. I think, just working hard and doing the right thing day in and day out. That's kind of my thing. I like to be pretty. I think I'm pretty personal with all the guys. I have a good relationship. Oh, sorry. I think I have a really good relationship with all the guys. Where I can talk to them and they can talk to me, whether whatever it is. So I think I kind of have those, and just having different experiences and having different captains over the years. I think Jake Sanderson was a really good captain. He was my NCP. He wore a C, and he just watching him. He's always working really hard. And when we were at Men's Worlds, I was at Abdulkader and then Boyle. Guys that just kind of bring a team together and make sure everyone feels included. And especially being a young guy on that team, that was really helpful. So I think I try to do that a lot, especially with our young guys too.
Thanks, Matty.
Any other questions?
I have one, if that's okay.
Yep.
So being November, I noticed you're going a little something out. Does the team have a contest going, or is that a personal choice?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we don't have a contest, but we kind of have a bunch of guys trying to band together and grow some mustache and hopefully raise some money for men's health. So I think, we got a link going and we've been taking pictures every Monday pretty much. So I think we'll probably see a bunch of the guys repost it today or tomorrow. So, but I think me and my roommate just went with this because the mustache is pretty bad looking on me and him. So we're going to go with this for a little bit and then we're going to switch to the mustache. I think we'll see.
Who's got the best on the team? What's your take?
I don't really know. I think Garrett Van Wy has some handlebars right now. That's really good. I think I have a pretty good one. Luke Morgan has a really good mustache. So yeah, we'll see. It's pretty early on, so we'll see.
We'll have to check back in toward the end of November. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, Matty. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.